There is something I need to admit. I've been learning English for over 2 decades. I work in English. I create content in English. I coach people in English. And yet, I still make mistakes. I still forget some words. I still have an accent. For years, I tried to fix that. For years, I tried to hide my own voice. For years, I tried to sound like a native. For years, I tried to be perfect. But the truth is, this perfectionism was killing my confidence. And maybe it's killing yours as well. If this resonates with you, this video is for you. Let me tell you something. Your English does not have to be perfect. Your English does not have to be American or British. Your English has to be yours. You need to sound like you and nobody else. And this is perfect. Hi guys, thank you so much for being here. My name is Veronica and welcome back to my channel Wanna Speak by Veronique. I used to hide my Polish accent. And then I realized that in reality, I used to hide my identity because my Polish accent in English is a part of my identity. It's my story. But it took me years to realize. I was so afraid of judgment. But then I understood this one thing, that English is a tool that's gonna help me make my life better. That's gonna help me help others. Oh my God, everything shifted for me. And it can shift for you as well. So let's talk about this pressure to be perfect. We all have it, right? Now the question is, where does it come from? Well, most probably it comes from our teachers, our parents, our school. I remember when I made some mistakes during an English lesson in my high school, people used to laugh at me. I never felt enough, like my English never felt enough when I was growing up. And I think that was the case in many, many schools. I know that a lot of my clients have similar stories. So when this happens, we can develop these negative beliefs. I'm not ready to speak yet. I'll sound so stupid. People will laugh at me. People will judge me. You are totally not alone, my friend. Many English learners, especially expats in the US or in the UK, struggle with this. But here's the thing, there is no such thing as perfect language in general. I make so many mistakes in my native language, Polish. Most probably you also make mistakes in your native language. We are human beings, we make mistakes. And guess what? Making mistakes is our greatest life lesson in reality, because we get to learn from our mistakes. This perfectionism comes from our insecurities. It's not a real thing, but to us, in our brains, it seems to be real. And good news is that if it's not real, we can work on that and we can change it. Meaning, perfectionism is a lie and it's keeping you small. You and I, non-native English speakers, can and actually have to use English to make our lives better. Over 80% of English conversations today happen between non-native English speakers. That means the native standard is not global reality anymore. And now, please don't get me wrong. Of course, we need to learn correct English. Of course, we need to learn the correct pronunciation. Of course, we need to learn some new sounds. But our goal isn't to be perfect. Our goal is to be understood, okay? There is a big difference between, oh, I'm not gonna use this language because I'm not perfect. I still have my own accent. And yes, I still have my own accent. I am aware of the English sounds, for example, American sounds. But if some sound from my native language slips because I am from that country, this is totally okay as long as I am understood. When I first came to the US, I felt totally ashamed of my accent. I felt so insecure that I was barely opening my mouth. When I was ordering myself a coffee, I was like, yeah, can I get a hot latte, please? I thought my accent made me less intelligent, less professional, less worthy. But then I realized that my accent tells my story. My accent tells people where I am from. It's about my roots. It's about where I was born. where I was growing up. It shows my strength because I was capable of learning more than one language. Most probably, if you are watching this video, you also speak more than one language. Why would I erase a part of myself? Because I'm scared of judgment? No, no. I'm not gonna erase that part of myself because I am Polish, period. You are from that country, period. And now it only makes you stronger because you learned this second language or this third language and you got your ass together and you travel. You work for that international company. You are a badass. I'm proud of you. In fact, Dr. Jennifer Jenkins says that accent is part of our identity and trying to eliminate it can make us sound unnatural. Your accent is not the problem. Your shame around it is. Let's get into science. First, why is it so hard to speak without an accent if you learn a language as an adult? It's called the critical period hypothesis. After a certain age, your brain isn't as flexible with sound patterns. That was studied in depth by neurologist Dr. Eric Lenberg. That's why adults often keep a foreign accent, even after years of speaking fluently. Research shows that even strong accents do not affect how understandable someone is. Meaning, you can have an accent and still communicate clearly. What matters is rhythm, clarity, and confidence. So now let me ask you a question. Do you understand everything what I'm saying? Do you understand my message? I hope yes. And if yes, you see, this is totally possible. I'm talking to you with an accent. I don't have pure American accent because guess what? I'm not an American. I wasn't born in the United States of America. That's why I have my accent. But I'm still understood. Maybe sometimes I make some mistake in some word, or maybe my intonation isn't really perfect. I'm working on this. As I mentioned earlier, we still need to work on sounds. We still need to learn how to pronounce things correctly. But in general, when we are understood, we are good to go. So let me show you some influencers who are really successful, who are non-native English speakers and create content in English. So here we're gonna have some real life proof. First of all, my favorite travel YouTuber, Ewa Cubek. She is also Polish. Her English is really perfect, but sometimes she has an accent.
If you could only see this from the other side, you'd be like, I can't believe she does this for a living.
She's extremely successful. I absolutely admire her content and her courage and her confidence. Now she shoots a show for National Geographic. So, Eva, you are amazing. Now let's have a look at Jenny. Jenny is Swedish and she creates amazing content on self-development and spirituality in English.
That people say like, yeah, but if they knew better, they would have acted differently. And although that's cute.
Does her accent stop her? Absolutely not. On the contrary, her accent makes her really unique and wizardless. Her accent shows us clearly that she is not an American. But look at her confidence.
Faith, you're not letting go of that thing. You're letting it consume you, and now you're only this. Remember when you used to be bright, when you had life inside of you?
Her confidence is what makes her successful. And obviously, her accent makes her unique. So if you are an expat in an English-speaking country in the US, in the UK, Australia, let me tell you something. Your English does not have to be perfect for you to thrive. It's totally okay to say something wrong. It's totally okay to pause and search for a word. It's totally okay to ask for repetition. Many expats, myself included, feel this tremendous pressure to sound like a native. But real connection doesn't need perfect grammar. Real connection needs authenticity. It's time to stop hiding and start speaking. Even if your voice shakes, try. One step at a time. Every day, 1% better. Thank you so much, my friends, for watching this video. We're gonna wrap it up here. Again, my name is Veronika. I am from Poland. You are watching Wanna Speak by Veronique. If you are not yet subscribed, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. Where are you from? What's your story? I would like to know. I absolutely love to chat with you in the comments, so share your opinions with me. And I hope to see you in my next one. Take care and you got this.